我很喜欢吃肉骨茶和油条和是梅菜 菜 right? Salut, je m'appelle Mathieu, je suis à Singapour depuis 18 ans et je suis français. Hi, I'm Matthew, I'm from France and I've been in Singapore for the last 18 years. I moved to Singapore for two reasons. I would say one is for personal reason and the other for professional reason. Back in the day, I was dating my wife and we were both completing our tertiary education in Paris. She decided to move back to Singapore and then I followed her. I work in the retail industry. Most of the time I'm taking care of my children. I've got two kids, aged 10 and 12. But if I'm not taking care of them, I just like to explore Singapore. I also volunteer with the SAFVC. SAFVC stands for Singapore Armed Forces Volunteer Corps. This is meant for Singaporean of first generation or permanent residents or female Singaporeans to participate in the defense of Singapore. I volunteered with SAFVC because I wanted to find a way to contribute back to the country. The other reason is because I've got two sons in Singapore. They both will have to serve national service, so I wanted to find a way to tell them what national service is all about and give them some insights into the military life. So today I'll be participating in the NDP support for the rehearsal. I am one of the safety coxswains, so I'll be piloting this GSB, the General Safety Boat, to ensure safety during the M3G movements. Alright, so I'm going to show you actually what is the safety boat all about and what kind of equipment we have on the safety boat. This safety boat is propelled by two OBMs, outward bound motors. We've got the jerrycan fuels, water on board because it's very, very hot, so we need to ensure that we keep hydrated. We've got all the safety equipment like the buoy. On the safety boat we'll have a lifeguard on board, so he or she will be taking care of any kind of lifeguard duties. We have the oars in case we need to manually paddle, but that doesn't happen very often. When I first came to Singapore, I used to live in Toa Payoh. Then I lived almost 10 years in Bishan, and after that I moved to this area around Balestier. It's still a very traditional area. It's very close to public transport, to buses, MRTs, and there are some really good food places, so especially Bak Kut Teh places. Balestier is very famous for that. So I'm here at Balestier in my favorite Bak Kut Teh place, and it's called Kai Chuan. It's a very traditional Bak Kut Teh place at the corner of the streets. Well, I've ordered my favorite food. I've got the Bak Kut Teh right here. I've got the youtiao, I've got the mei cai, and I've got the rice. So I like the peppery type of Bak Kut Teh, and this is one of them. I like the fact that it's a very old school, traditional shop. That's why I like the ambience actually. Singapore has got many great French restaurants. For me, I'd rather go to simple restaurants, you know, family type of restaurants. There is one particular restaurant that fits the bill pretty well. It's called La Petite Cuisine, which translates to the little kitchen. So it's like very simple food, family type of food, the kind of food that my mom will cook actually. Some old Singlish that nobody uses anymore, like hantam, you know, I'm gonna get hantam. I'm trying not to use any vulgarities, right? I'll say, like, for example, today the weather is very hot, I cannot tahan. Everything also can.
What do you think Singaporeans should appreciate more about Singapore?
Well, I believe that Singaporeans have got a deep appreciation of their country, first of all. But again, as a French person here in Singapore, I truly appreciate the safety that Singapore offers. And of course, the nature, you know, there's so many parks around, so many nature reserves, and that's just really pleasant.